Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss Knockout stage. We're gonna have another set of best of three match. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. We're gonna have another best of three match happening tonight. Gonna be Realm of Kings versus Oasis. And starting off, we have the Zushin and Diggy band, followed up by the Minotaur band from the side of Oasis. Waiting now for the second one. Um, and that's gonna be the Dyrod band. I think targeted for Apex, if I'm not mistaken. Apex, he likes to pick up the Dyrod and try to go for a snowball. But we still have the likes of Ling, Laui, Julian, Roger, all these meta heroes still open. Might be seeing one of those coming through. Alright, the Tigreal going to be banned out. I'm not too sure on the purpose of the Digi ban if the set tanks are gonna be banned out. So it's possible they just maybe want like an Atlas or a Bellaric, but no, they're gonna go for the Hylos. And now, seeing as though we have an Xborg ban from the side of Oasis, we might be seeing some sort of a tanky sustain lineup coming from them, but we might be looking at a Lavi and possibly a Roger pickup from the side of Oasis. Alright, the Roger gonna be locked in, and the Edith as well. So two prio picks, really good right here. Also flex picks, so we don't know, is either gonna go Rom, is it gonna go to the EXP lane, Roger, is it going jungle or to the gold lane? So very good picks from the side of Oasis right now. Amir hovering over the Zask, and well, I'm assuming the Zask as well is a flex pick, but in the Nigerian server, I see it being used a lot in the gold lane. So yeah, we'll have that Zask pin locked in as well as the Terizla. And now we can possibly pick up. Okay, I was going for the Angela, but Sicilian works as well. Alright, Alpha gonna be banned out as well. Still, Alpha, Xborg, Dyroth as well. This is giving me the vibes that Alpha Zeros want to go like this tank sustain kind of draft. So we might be looking at a tank jungler coming in by Trevor. So if that's the case, if the Realm of Kings pick up on that, they might go ahead and ban out like Akai or Basha, even the Barats. Okay, the Barats coming through. As well as the Moscow going to be banned out. And still, the side of Realm of Kings, they do need like a marksman or a mid laner. Remember the Zask, very popular in the Nigerian community for that gold lane, but also usable in the mid lane. So that's a flexible option. Oasis wants to keep all their bases covered, hence the Moscow ban. Just have that global presence, and very difficult to deal with as well with the Moscow, because comes to Lord or even the Turtle, you can be on the opposite side of the map and then use the Spear of Destruction and just pull up to the team fight, assuming it hits, of course. Our lot going to be taken off the table by Realm of Kings. Now we might be seeing a jungler, and there comes the Julian. Alright, have a Julian locked in. So we can already see that Oasis, they go in for a very early dominance draft. Of course, Julian, he doesn't really fall off towards the mid to late game, but Roger, he kind of does. And both of these heroes are, of course, strong in the early game. Now we might be seeing a Vexana coming through for the side of Realm of Kings, just for that hard lock crowd control in the Apex. Not sure on what he should pick. I'm not too much of a fan of the Leo mode against that draft, but it will be locked in. And Rockstar Alfie, I mean, he has a wide range of heroes that he can use, but we'll go for the rock. To be honest, I was kind of expecting like a Chow right here, just good for dealing with the Leo mode, kicking him off the horse or wherever it is, even making pickoffs for the Julian, for the Roger, on the Zask and the Vexana. But the Grok, very solid tank, and has multitude of uses. So yeah, that'll be that. Alright, but you guys let me know which draft you are preferring in this specific match, and we'll kind of see from there. But for me, I'm kind of going for the side of Oasis. They do have, I mean, they have those meta picks, right? They have the meta picks, and they also have the Sicilian for that late game insurance. Either just an annoying hero. Leo mode might have some trouble in team fights with that hero coming around. But yeah, both members, I mean both junglers will be starting on the red buff. You can see opposite rotations kind of coming through. Amir wants to put up his spawn so he can just poke Vans just a little bit. Mid lane, Trevor looking for the little wanderer. Should be able to get it since Rockstar Alfie is zoning members of Realm of Kings. Will be forced to flick out though as Guilty Beast joins the fight. There's not too much of a loss in this early game. He will have it by the time the turtle comes through and whatnot. But Crest gonna fail on that engage. Zas just being this annoying menace in the goal lane. on top lane though. Just a little bit of an exchange between these two really tanky heroes. Nothing to see much here. I don't think, even if Edith and Drizla were to fight for the next 5 minutes, I don't think anybody would die. That's how tanky these heroes are. Yeah, the turtle will be spawned in. Both mid laners are gonna reach their level 4. Leomo just waiting for an opportunity to probably jump on anti-pipe or someone of that sort. Vexana though, kind of revealing Leomo's position. Yo, Crest with the first kill and the flicker. The steed gonna come through, he claims the turtle. And Crest with the primal wrath, he's stuck between 3 members. 3 get knocked up, a wild charge as well gonna come through on 3. And Trevor claims a kill onto the Leo mode. Someone else died too. Who was it? Oh, Vexana. Okay. There's a 2-for-1 favoring the side of Oasis. And that's a very good trade. Unfortunately, Realm of Kings focused too much on the Edith, and that cost them. Okay, something's a little bit weird here. I'm not getting any game audio. I'm just increasing this. Nope. Okay. Oh, wild charge gonna come through with the flicker. Vexana will use the flicker to disengage. Eternal Guard gonna miss out. Van's gonna use the flicker as well for the disengage. Trevor in a dangerous situation. Apex taking a lot of damage. Hylos in the middle of it. Uses the vengeance. Might get a kill onto Trevor. And Rockstar Alfie quite low as well. But now, why am I not getting game audio? Just hold on a second, guys. Alright, the second turtle gonna be spawned in here. Okay, I don't want to mess up anything for the moment. Oh, wild charge onto Hylos. Not the target you want to go for. Apex still around. Drizla going to join. Penalty zone woofs completely. Doesn't land on anybody. Storm quite low. Crest as well. And the turtle just going to go over to the side of Oasis. Rockstar Alfie just harassing the members of Realm of Kings. But yeah, it gives me the ability. Just okay. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, nothing is working here. Alright, in the bottom lane, Rockstar Alfie just gonna zone off a mirror so Vance can get the turret. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with it until the end of this game, and I'll try and sort something out. Alright, the tier 1 turret on the top lane will fall as well. But yeah, I mean, Alpha Zeros, not Alpha Zero, Oasis, they have a significant goal lead. It's about 3,000. They do have 2 turrets as well. So they have made a path for themselves to basically easily get this turtle. I'm not sure, unless something crazy happens, like a good eternal guard to come through and CC the members of Oasis. I'm not too sure they can take this out. The steed gonna come through. Vern's in a little bit of danger. Apex gonna get stunned out. Wild charge is not available, but Apex, he gets poked down. Probably won't be able to contest this turtle. I mean, we do have the Terizla coming through. It does have the penalty zone, but he's not going to be able to use it. Alright, Primal Rod gonna come through. Crest doing a lot of damage as Rockstar Alpha gonna use a flicker with the wild charge. Claims a kill on the Terizla as well as Guilty Beast. This, what am I saying? Storm. Vance gonna make it out of there. Oasis just slowly increasing the amount of kills, the amount of gold they have as well. Hylos looking for an engage, but it's not the right time, unfortunately. Oh, a concealed play. Wild charge gonna come through. Amir just barely manages to go into the Nightmaric spawn. A 4-man penalty zone. Apex gonna go in as well. Gets a kill on Trevor. Anti-pipe in a lot of danger. Gonna use a purify, but he's not gonna be able to help him as he gets taken down as well by Apex. And now the Lord has just spawned 20-second timers from the side of Oasis as Realm of Kings make their way towards this basic Lord. Now this isn't gonna change the game too much, but at the very least it'll give Realm of Kings some time, some space to catch up on the goal lead. They managed to close it down enough that the goal lead is only just about 1,000. You know what? Since there's no audio, let me play something light. Alright, how about that? Hylos looking for engage right here. Gonna dive the turret, a wild charge on the one man. There's a storm gonna get taken out in the back line. Apex is there, but he's the only one there, and unfortunately doesn't have enough damage. Gonna get blocked out by the wall from Grok, and now the Lord has been taken care of. They do get a tier 1 mid lane turret. Vern's looking for the Vixana. We'll get stopped in his tracks. Oh, Vixana in a lot of danger. Eternal Guard gonna drop, but unfortunately Antipipe manages to claim the kill. And now the goal lead has recovered for the side of Oasis. 1,000 goes up to about 3,000 right now. 2,500. It's not too bad. Realm of Kings can still work with it. Oh, let's have a look at the items. Okay, Apex taking a lot of damage. Dodges the knockup from Crest, but the Wild Charge gonna come through. Apex still manages to get on the steed, but does he have enough damage to make a difference here? Crest just barely managing to survive this as Trevor gets a kill on Apex. But you're looking at the items, we have very expensive build from Leo mode. He does have the Hunter Strike, he has the Blade of Despair. As a second item, I was expecting to see some War Axe, maybe a Sky Piercer as well from the Leo mode. But Rockstar Alfie taking a lot of damage, will have to flicker out. That's a good resource taken away from the side of Oasis before this Lord. Guilty Beast, he is pursuing, but shouldn't be like that. Apex has come back, so Realm of Kings, they might be putting pressure on this Lord, but Oasis, they're just bursting it down. Realm of Kings didn't pull up fast enough. Your Eternal Guard gonna drop on Trevor. The Steed pulling him back once again, and he gets taken out. Rockstar Alpha uses the Wild Charge to try and escape, but he should be killed off as well here, but Apex unfortunately misses the first kill, and Trevor will be the only kill that Realm of Kings managed to take. So now they have to take care of the Lord. This is an enhanced Lord. And we'll crash into those turrets. A Wild Charge gonna come through. Only Storm and Amir get stunned up, but not something that those members can follow up on right now. Vixana will have to flick out. Storm gets killed off here. Vance didn't manage to get the lightning pounce on Vixana as the Steed gonna come through. Bottom lane though, still covered with minions. Oh, a lot of CC going onto this Terizla. Penalty zone comes through onto 3. Vance has to flick out, but will still die to the Nightmaric spawn as 2 inhibitors fall for the side of Realm of Kings. Alright, Crest making a knock up here, and a penalty zone onto Trevor and Crest. Might be seeing some kills coming through. Crest falls, Trevor gonna be next. Rockstar Alfie taking a lot of damage, will have to flick out once again. Antipipe uses a Purify, but still gonna fall to Apex as Apex picks up a double kill. The thing is, Realm of Kings won't be able to push in. They still have to manage the waves. They don't have the minions in the mid lane as well. But they still can get the tier 2 turret if they really want to. But members of Realm of Kings have went to go and claim the side lanes. And looking at the items once again, we have the Sea Halberd as well as Endless Battle for the Leo mode right now. And Julian, he does have the Feather of Heaven, Blood Wings, Holy Crystal. He is gonna do a lot of damage as well. Roger. Okay, enough of the items right now. Guilty Beast gonna be knocked up right here. Storm taking a lot of damage from the Roger. We're gonna see a penalty zone. Comes out onto 3, but he gets slain by Crest. Trevor gonna get taken out by the Zask. Antipipe taking a lot of damage from Apex. Unfortunately, couldn't escape from that with that Purify. Vons had to back off for a second there, but he does have the house closed, so he can just sustain it back up. And now it's a 3 for 3. Until Apex gets his ultimate once again, he's not gonna be able to contest this. But yeah, there is also the fact that they have the minions pushing in as well. So I need to be careful of that Apex. Oh, Crest. Gonna take him away from the horse, as gonna be followed up with the wild charge in Apex. Yes, sadly taken out. Crest is gonna fall to the Lord, but Oasis, they do manage to secure this enhanced load. This could be the final push of the game. There's 2 inhibitors down for the side of Realm of Kings, and now the Lord spawns in, marching down the top lane. As members of Oasis go to manage the waves to try and sync it up, see if they can end it as fast as they possibly can. Terizla trying to slow down, but Alfie gonna make a concealed play right here. Gonna go for the Vexana. Trevor, an easy kill for him as the Eternal Guard drops penalty zone as well. Van's taking a lot of damage from the Nightmare spawn. Trevor might just fall here. No, he uses the enhanced second. Van's gonna back away as well. Apex gets a kill onto Antipipe. His minions in the base still have a Lord to deal with as well. Oasis will try and put pressure on the side of Realm of Kings. There's a 4v4, mage for mage, but they still have the Lord. Vern is going to try and lock down the base. Lord going to be dealt with. No penalty zone onto Rockstar Alfie. Yeah? Apex wants to follow up with it. Vern's going to be targeted, but the wild charge going to come through. And Apex might just fall here by the lightning pounce. Rockstar Alfie, immortality going to be popped. Zask manages to kill him off. And but look at the base. Yeah, very close call for the side of Realm of Kings. Luckily, Vexana came when she did. But yeah. Having a look at the builds. What's that? See. And of course, we don't see any light sky pierces in this game. We do have the Winter Crown picked up by the Julian to try and survive from the counter attack made by Realm of Kings. That's how Realm of Kings are managing to survive right now, having good counter attacks. The Zask also fully builded, so a lot of damage coming through from him. Does have the Wishing Lantern as well for these more tanky targets like the Edith and the Grok. As from the Vexana, just waiting for one more item, probably going to be a Holy Crystal, but does have the Glowing Wand, the Blood Wings, the Divine Glaive. Oh, it's actually going to be a Genius Wand, so a little bit more damage on these tanks. Lord going to be started up by Oasis. Should be able to burst it down. There's only 2 members of Realm of Kings nearby. Rockstar Alfie with the conceal doesn't see Amir and Storm right there in that bush. But yeah, that's gonna be another Lord taken. Rockstar Alfie gonna block Terizla's escape, but should be fine. Yo, Antipipe gonna get taken out by Apex. Trevor taken quite low as well. This is not really good just before the Lord, and this might just be a wasted Lord as well. Realm of Kings. Trying to deal with this lord as well as the members of Oasis at the same time. Unfortunately, Oasis didn't have the time to synchronize the waves. So they will lose this opportunity to end. Grok scouting out the members of Realm of Kings, but he's going to be quickly bursted. Uses the wild charge defensively as well as the flicker, but the penalty zone with the flicker comes through. Rockstar Alfie will manage to escape. That's a bit of a wasted resource for the tank. And looking at the mid lane, minions will be pushing in, so Realm of Kings, they have no chance to rest. This flicker penalty zone, a little bit of a waste, since the Lord is going to come through in 40 seconds time. But at the very least, Grok doesn't have those options either, at least the flicker, so no surprise elements coming from him possibly. But yeah, Realm of Kings, it's going to be very difficult for them to deal with this Lord. They do need to get this Lord. This is going to be the Luminous Lord. Very difficult to actually deal with this if they don't make a trade for it. As well as Vans looking for a backdoor play. Just when they see members of Realm of Kings pitch up on the map. Now Alfie giving good vision. Wild charge gonna knock up 2. Crest as well. Gonna go with the knock up and the flicker. Misses the Vexana, but looking at the base, Trizla managed to defend. Storm gets taken out as well. Apex, he's stuck in the corner right here. Pops Trevor's immortality. Alfie as well. But the base in a lot of danger. Trizla trying to do it all. And yeah, immortality gonna be used up. I think yeah, it has to be over, right? Yeah, wild charge gonna come through, allowing Vons to basic attack, and there'll be game 1 going over to the side of Oasis. Alright, good stuff coming up from Oasis. To be honest, I expected it to be around a 15 minutes match, since they did have the Roger and the Julian, but it didn't get to that. So yeah, Anti-Pipe really doing the damage, Burns as well. And yeah, just go ahead and wait for the next game while I try and fix the technical difficulties. In the meantime, stay tuned and we will be back.
You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, go in. Into oblivion. Into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it starve. But now you wanna see me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oh, go in. Into oblivion. Into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to game 2 of this best of 3 series. This is gonna be this. Oh my god, how do I mess this up over and over again? It'll be the Swiss knockout stage, the summer invitation, alright? Summer invitation, Swiss knockout stage. Anyways, we're gonna have the bands coming through already. The Zask, the Dairot, and the Diggy bands from the side of Oasis, whilst Hylos, Xborg, and Ukrok gonna be banned out from the side of Realm of Kings, and Minotaur will be the first pick. Now, there are many options available, meta options available to the side of Realm of Kings, but they will go for the Yuzong as well as a Valero. No, it'll be swapped out for the Nana.
10 years of imprisonment.
Antipipe looking for a Valentina and possibly a Terizla for Crest as well. Guys, And there is a bit of an announcement as well. I'm not sure. I think it was announced on the WhatsApp group, but there is a giveaway for 269 diamond skin. So the requirements for it is just basically subscribing to the channel and then sending it onto the Discord, onto the Mobile Legends chat on Discord, and ping the admin. That's all. So subscribe, take a screenshot, send it on the NMA Mobile Legends chat, and notify an admin, and you will be entered for the giveaway. But in the meantime, the Terizla will be locked in. Balmond hovered in for Apex. Now Balmond, something that we haven't seen in a while, even in MSC. To be honest, if Balmond was any good, I think Mobazane would have picked it, right? But might be looking at the Akai in the jungle, which is a little bit weird for me, since there is a Lilia, and Antipipe is really good at this Lilia, right? So yeah, and this I mean, Akai can be flexed to the roaming position as well, so maybe we'll see some of that. Now, while this drop phase is in progress, I will put in a promo code. Loading the right promo code. Let me just make sure.
Pain is the proof that I'm still alive.
Right. Yep. Here's the promo code. The first one of tonight. We're gonna have 4 coming through. So yeah.
Hope we'll find a way.
Brody gonna be banned out by Realm of Kings, followed up by Vexana from the side of Oasis. Of course, Vexana Hardlock CC does well against tanky lineups, so they do have a Terizla, they do have a Minotaur as well. So Roger gonna be banned out, which is of course a good. Honestly, if you're gonna ban this out, you should have done it in the first phase. But it doesn't seem like teams in Nigeria like to pick up Roger early in the game. It's usually always almost picked up. Moskov again. Now Storm hovering over the good old culture.
Chivalry is dead.
Your team is
We'll swap out the Clint for Amir, and oh, we actually have some changes to the lineup. Itami and Mikey are gonna join for the side of Oasis. Alright, I'm quite sure Mikey has been performing on the link, so we might be seeing that coming through. We'll go for the Hayabusa instead. Itami locks in the Claude, and Storm, well, they do need a Roma, so if they had to pick a Roma, I mean the Kaja is an option, right? Yeah, Kaja counters the Minotaur, can deal with the Lilia, even though she has a Purify, can catch the Claude as well when he comes in with the Blazing Duet, the Hayabusa. It's just the perfect answer for these heroes that Alpha Zeros have chosen. Not Alpha Zeros, Oasis. Another option could be the Angela as well. We'll go in for the Belleric. I mean, I like the Belleric. If he uses the Wrath of Dryads fast enough, can catch the Hayabusa. Itami will have some problems going into that ultimate. I'm not exactly sure if Wrath of Dryads cancel out the Blazing Duet, But yeah, there will be a purifier for the Claude. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. I'm assuming you guys would have claimed it by now, so to be honest, I'm a little bit excited to see. I think this will be, if I'm not mistaken, this will be the first match in this tournament that we're seeing a Hayabusa, or maybe the second one.
Welcome
Definitely
to
interested to
Mobile
see
Legends.
how the Hayabusa is used
5
in
seconds
the
till the
Nigerian
enemy
server.
reaches the battlefield.
But yeah, let's go ahead.
Smash them. No substitute.
Both junglers once again will be starting on the red side. Rockstar Elfie gonna go ahead and put some pressure on the Clint for this Claude. He'll be forced to flick out in the early stages of this game. But yeah, it's not looking good already for the gold laner of Realm of Kings. Nana being poked out by the Lilia as well. Storm will come through for some backup. Rockstar if he still wants to go for the Clint Hayabusa.
First blood.
Doing a lot of damage, but the kill goes over the anti-pipe. Both teams preparing for the turtle as it spawns. Hayabusa is getting the red buff, getting some jungle creeps in. Alright, the Black Dragon form gonna come through. Go straight for Mikey. And ooh, a good heavy spin onto Mikey as Apex claims the turtle and a kill as well. Itami took a lot of damage from the Clint. Even with that early game start, definitely do not want to underestimate the damage from Amir. Minoya Fury gonna come through, a flicker into the wall for some reason, but Amir will be able to escape. Okay, Claude got a nice chunk of gold from the turret. Having a quick look at the items, yo. As Mikey gonna go on to the Nana, but doesn't have enough damage. There is also the damage reduction coming in from the turret in the first 5 minutes of the game, so. Oh, Mikey going for the Sky Pierce as his first item, so won't be looking at any early game damage coming through. Magic Shoe is gonna come through as Flicker used by Antipipe and Nana. Okay, Skypies are locked in for Mikey. Ooh, a lot of poke going on to Rockstar Alfie. In the bottom lane. They're trying to get a kill onto Vortex, but he will use the Black Dragon form Shadow Kill as well. Mikey might be in a little bit of danger. Petrify gonna come through as well. Mikey falls. In the mid lane though, Nana in a lot of danger. Passive will be used up, but the kill will still go over to the side to Antipipe. The turtle goes. I mean, it's a worth trade, I guess. Minoya Fury, as well as the Wrath of Dryad, and the heavy spin as well. Magic Stool is gonna come through. Penalty zone as well. The Storm might just lose his life right here. In the top lane, a Blazing Duet. Mikey claims the kill. Oh, a lot of damage coming in from this Lilia. Nana, a lot of danger. Wrath of Dry gonna be popped, but a little bit too late as Antipipe used the Magic Shoes. Vortex will need to be a little bit careful here. Apex gonna yo, heavy spin onto Mikey. He gets stuck on the wall. Nana gonna claim the kill. Penalty zone onto 3. Black Dragon form. Took a while, but it comes through as they lock in for Crest. Blocks the escape. Crest falls. Lilia zones them off. Rockstar Alfie. This should be a turtle going over to the side of Realm of Kings in the top lane. Though Blazing Jihad gonna come through. Flicker used by Amir. Yeah. Itami uses the Purify. Wrath of Dryad gonna be wasted. Oh, Storm in a bad situation. Minoya Fury gonna come through on him. Uses the Vengeance a little bit late though. Gets some healing back. Wrath of Dry gonna lock Mikey in, but he claims the kill. He falls though to the Nana. This is bad timing from Mikey to go in at that specific point. Oh, Crust as well gonna be caught out of position as the heavy spin comes through. Lilia doing a lot of damage onto Amir, uses the Magic Shoes to escape from that situation and will be 100% fine. Okay, Amir, he needs to be a little bit careful here. Itami does have a lot of damage on the Blazing Duet as Mikey comes in for the kill. In the bottom lane though, let's have a look at the items while we're here. The War Axe and Dominance I have secured for the Terizla. Oh, Minoan Fury knocks up Storm as Crest. I'm going to take some damage. Penalty zone onto 2, but the heavy spin comes through. Wrath of Dryad as well, locks in 3 members of Oasis. Black Dragon form does not have the Petrify just as yet. Magic Shoes going to get him away, but I think will die to the DOT from the Yuzong. Mikey still fighting. Almost claims the kill onto the Nana. Does still have the Petrify, the Retribution, so he can contest this Lord. Tries to go in for the kill on Vortex. That leaves a little bit of poke. But Apex is taking a lot of damage from this Lord. He'll just have to leave it, I think. Numbers of Oasis come through for those reinforcements. Trying to zone out the members of Realm of Kings. His penalty zone comes through onto 2. Wrath of Dryad with the Minoan Fury. Heavy spin, you're going to use defensively. Pushing Crest away from his teammates, but Apex is going to fall for that mere early flicker. The Lord goes over to the hands of Mikey. A Shadow Kill claims the kill onto Clint, and while we're doing that, let me put up the second promo code. But yeah, looks like Oasis, they're finally gaining the tracks right about now. Storm taking a lot of damage, will use the Vengeance, Wrath of Dryad as well, misses out the Lilia. Does use the Magic Shoes, Black Dragon form gonna come through, only knocks up the Nana, but it'll be fine. Black Dragon form used defensively, gonna come back for this Lord. In mid lane, Apex gets Mikey on the turret actually, but it won't be a kill. Vortex taking a lot of damage from the Lilia. Penalty zone with the flicker and a Blazing Duet gonna come through as well. Rockstar Elfie falls. Doesn't manage to jump out of the base, unfortunately. But Amir gonna fall as well to Mikey. And I think we'll see some inhibitors falling right here. And 2 inhibitors at the top and at the bottom. A similar situation to the previous game. But yeah, Realm of Kings, they're in a very sticky situation once again. Mikey's looking for another kill. Has to be careful though. Just make sure this is the right code. But I don't think Oasis want to promote any aggression right now, not until the Lord spawns in. But they just want to keep the pressure on Realm of Kings. As you can see, Antipipe just clearing the lane a little bit on the far side of the map. Does have the movement speed. Oh, well, might be okay. Should be fine, yeah. Might be seeing a Minoan Fury coming through sometime. Taking a lot of poke damage though. Heavy spin by Apex onto Mikey, but unfortunately there was nobody there for the follow-up. Mikey claims a kill in the bottom lane though. Antipipe just going all the way to the base, relieving that pressure at the Lord. So that should be an easy Lord for Oasis. Move that. I'm gonna just go ahead and show the third code right here. Magic Shoe is gonna be popped, but Nana in a lot of danger. Mikey gonna go in. Wrath of Dryad comes through. Minoan Fury knocks out Vortex as Mikey gets a kill onto the Belleric. And now the Enhanced Lord coming through on the top lane. Black Dragon form no longer gonna be available. Petrify as well misses. A Shadow kill. Oh, penalty zone with the flicker onto 2. And the Blazing Fury comes through, and it's just gonna be bloodbath everywhere. With the Realm of Kings nearly getting wiped. And that'll be game 2 going over to the side of Oasis.
Victory!
Alright, not much to say here. I mean, we did have some good plays coming in from Realm of Kings, but unfortunately, they didn't manage to. Ooh, they didn't manage to capitalize on the lead that they were making. You know, with the pickoffs that they have been getting on Mikey, right? So we didn't see any invades that we are used to seeing from these tank junglers, right? They didn't want to attentive on Amir in the goal lane, so he was just, there's not much he could do. He was taken advantage of from the early minutes of the game and putting Itami at a good advantage from the laning phase. Anti-Pipe just doing a lot of damage, as we can see here, just being that menace on the back line, on the front line, it doesn't matter. And yeah, that will be game 2. Now, that will be all for tonight. If you enjoyed the stream, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll be seeing you